Hey guys, today we are doing messages from the universe. So my hair is so fluffy, it's crazy today. I haven't got a hairdryer or straighteners on, so it's straightness with me. Okay, message from the universe. We will do, I'm getting the number 5, so we're going to do 5 groups here. Right, let me start pulling the cards for you. Group 1. Group 2. Group 3. Group 4. Group 5. Okay, numbers 1 to 5, guys. Pick your group and then we will go through them. Here we go. Group 1, message from the universe. Okay, what you need to know currently about your situation and where you are. I hear just pick a, just make a decision here. Seriously, this is actually really funny. It's got almost like you're overburdened with choices and options right now, and you really need to almost speak to somebody else that can advise you here, almost like a close family member or somebody that's an expert in this field, because you're just being completely consumed by too many choices. And I hear it's making your head spin. Your head's just spinning around. I do hear you need like a third party coming in to kind of help you here and support, because it's almost like you need to go away and self-reflect on this. I keep getting your head is in a spin. This is you going away, having some time to really work through what you really want in this situation. And then once you know, everything's going to be full steam ahead, guys, because we have the 8 of Pentacles here, literally full steam ahead. Everything's going to go to plan. But it's just that choice. You're just completely stuck. Completely stuck. This is a group that's stuck with too many options. And in a way, it's holding you back. And I get procrastinating here, just going over and over and over the same thing again. Just get everything written out. I've even done some relationships, guys, like for and against, whether to stay in a relationship, okay? Just get everything written down, okay? Get it all written down. The good points and the bad points of each choice you have, give it to somebody. Give it to somebody to look through. Your mind is not clear at all, and you need extra guidance. You really need extra guidance. You're just kind of stuck. You're stuck right now. You're stuck in all these ideas, okay? But once you get that guidance, it literally is going to be full steam ahead. I mean, this is such a card for working your arse off. The moment you set your mind to it and like, I'm going to do this, it could even be studying. What course do I do? The moment you decide that's it, you're away, you're away. But you need, I hear a second opinion here. I also hear a reevaluation as well of your options and choices, not by you, but by somebody else. Somebody with a clear mind that can just come in with a clear mind here, fresh mind, and help you out. But I do have you writing down your choices and options, and literally for and against, which is really going to guide you and help you here. And again, I keep hearing third party, almost like somebody else to come in and guide you here. It's a lot. Yeah, because again, I mean, guys, 8 of Swords means you're not committed to any of these bloody options at the moment. You're just going round and round in circles. You're just going round and round in circles. There's no commitment to any of this yet. Guidance, you need extra guidance. Please get it all written down, even if it's a relationship, even if it's a job. You know, should I stay, should I go? Do all the fors and against, okay? Get somebody else to come in and give you a bit of help here and support, because your head is spinning and it's not clear. You're not going to make any good decisions right now. There's too much going on. You need a second opinion. You need a friend or family member to help you, or an expert in that field, okay? So group 1, a lot of confusion there. Okay, group 2. See what energies these are today for you. Group 2, message from the universe. Guys, oh my god, this is really good. Really good. Really good, okay? First of all, a new job opportunity here. This is always a brand new financial beginning. So anything with the aces is always a brand new start here, okay? So it's a brand new financial start. Now, it can mean a promotion. It can mean a new job, okay? So it's either going to be stepping up in the job you're currently in, or I hear also for this group, a clean slate and doing something completely different, that's more in tune with who you are as a person. It's almost like half of you are going to go down a promotion route on this one, and the other half are going to go completely elsewhere and do something they've never done before and be really happy in it. It's like a complete change, almost like me going into marketing and then working in schools to going to being a tarot reader. I mean, that's how profound it's going to be. I do actually sense some of you are going to go into a more spiritual profession here. It could be yoga, it could be healing, it could be crystals, it could be spiritual counseling. I get with this group as well, group 2. Spiritual counseling comes up strongly. So some of you in group 2 are going to be very empathic and likely to start hearing your calling now, following your calling. So there's going to be a calling that's been around you and you're finally brave enough to follow it. And this is for group 2, okay? So brand new financial start. We also have the Wheel of Fortune, which is good, guys, because every single card here is so positive, okay? Because obviously the Wheel of Fortune can go up and go down, but with this, it's positive cards, so it's going to get better for you. Your luck is about to change for the better. If you've gone through a hard time, hang in there. It's going to get better for you. This is your luck's turning. The Wheel of Fortune goes in a full circle. It can go up, it can go down. It's starting to go up for you, okay? And the best card, guys, which is really funny because we had new job, career change, okay, promotion, brand new financial start, okay. Also have the 10 of Pentacles, which is the best money card in the whole pack. So finances wise, again with this group, the ones that are thinking about working for themselves or doing any kind of spiritual work, the money's going to come in big time, but it's going to snowball. It won't happen overnight. And it's almost like taking that first step, which is going to be scary as hell. And I also feel that this group, you might get to the point where you're worrying about going for your savings too much and things like that. And are you going to survive? And then it will all work out for you. So again, group 2, amazing card when it comes to finances, like the best card when it comes to finances and a new start, new job, okay? So if you're thinking about it, if you're thinking of leaving, contemplate it, okay? Never just leave your job until you've got something else sorted or you've got something ready. Just to be safe. It's just to save that stress, right? So when I was doing my tarot business and my tarot reading, I was still working until I was making a good amount every month that I could leave my schoolwork and things like that. But I was doing 2 jobs for about maybe 8 months to a year before I really left. That's me personally going into a spiritual business, because you need customers, you need clientele. If you work for yourself, it's being like a freelancer. So just make sure you're prepared if you're going to go down the spiritual route there. Preparation, I hear. Preparation, education. So for me, that means looking at how other people have done it as well. Right. God, what the hell? Seriously. So fluffy. I look like a golden retriever. Right. Right. Group 3. Sorry, I'm going to focus now. Group 3. Message from the universe. Bit tricky, guys. This is you reflecting on a current relationship or love connection, somebody close to you, very, very close to you. It could be your partner, could be a love interest, but usually this is more of a substantial, something that's been around for a long time, not a fling or anything like that. Usually this would be a husband, a partner, a marriage. It can even mean a very long-term friendship, okay? It can mean that. I mean, if this came up for my friends, it means we've been friends for like 20 years plus kind of thing. It's that kind of stability. So this is, for group 3, it's not somebody that's just come in the last week. It's somebody that's been around you for a long time, that's someone you love deeply and care about, okay? Now, we have the 3 of Wands here, which means you looking into this connection and you're having second thoughts, I hear. And your intuition's starting to kick in that something's not right. And I feel this person that you're thinking about is holding back from you. And I do say holding back because we have the 7 of Swords here, which can mean lies and deceit. Now, when we get this card, I also call it the white lies card because it's somebody that may not want to hurt you and speak their mind because they don't want to hurt your feelings. It doesn't always mean like they're cheating or doing something like that. It can be a friend that feels like you're just taking and not really giving anything back. And this card comes up a lot. They feel like they feel like a bit used and they want to tell you that, but they can't because they're going to hurt your feelings. So I get 2 people on this as well. I get the people that have a long friendship and somebody, that very long friendship here, a close friend, is holding back from you and not telling you what's really in their heart. And if you've been aware that you've been giving, just taking from this person and constantly got issues and calling them and it's exhausting for the other person, we've all been there ourselves, okay? If that is you at the moment and you feel like you've been needier than usual, just be aware of it because this person is getting tired of it, okay? So I feel that's more of a friendship side. On the partnership side, I just feel they're holding back. They're holding back. This is about a partner or a husband. I just feel they're holding back. And especially if it's a long established marriage, okay? This is a very young fire energy, not playboy, but charming, funny. It's almost like a midlife crisis card here a little bit as well. So if you've been in a long-term marriage here, This is coming across as their energy around them is a bit more of a midlife crisis, acting like the knight rather than the king of wands, acting like the knight, getting ahead of themselves. A second wind. What's it called when you have a second wind? I just had a second. You know what I mean? Where you have a second burst of energy. This is coming through really strongly here, like a second burst of energy that's just making them act up a bit. And you're like, well, they never used to go to the gym like 5 days a week. What's going on there? And I just feel you really need to communicate here and make sure you grow together. You grow together. I do get midlife crisis energy if you're in a long-term marriage here as well. Okay? Yeah. Because new thoughts and feelings mean if you've been in this connection for an established amount of time, they're starting to have new thoughts and feelings about their life. And it's almost like mentally. Have you ever been with anyone for a very, very long time, especially spiritually, for example, and you grow as a person spiritually, but they kind of seem to be stuck where they are? It's that kind of energy here where I feel this person is evolving, not necessarily spiritually, guys, but they're starting to have different thoughts about your connection and what they want in their life, and you need to make sure you're included in that. And that's why it's so important to communicate to them, okay? Because I've had that a lot in relationship readings. I mean, this comes up, you know, the person's having second thoughts about what they want in life. Like, one minute they want to buy a house and get married and have a family, and the next minute they just come out with some random like, hey, why don't we just travel for the next year? You see what I mean? It's that kind of different thinking coming in, brand new way of thinking for them. So communication is very important. For group 3, right, I'm just going to have a drink of water. Oh, guys, if you can see outside now, it's horrible weather. So I'm still in Sweden right now. Go back to London this week, though, which is going to be cool. Group 4. Group 4. Okay, here we go, guys, group 4. Right, so... bit of drama here. We have a female very close to you, okay? A very nurturing, sensitive, caring, kind woman. I show up as this as well. We can be quite hard on the outside, but extremely sensitive. And I feel you've rubbed this person up the wrong way. And if you haven't had a phone call from this person for a while, or you're wondering why they're a bit quiet, it's because it's like there's something you said that's touched a nerve, I've just heard, with this person. And we have them being very defensive, but they're not the type to just come out and tell you that, okay? So we have the 7 of Wands here, which means them kind of putting up a wall or a boundary between you both. So this female here, this kind of water sign sensitive energy, is putting up blocks between you. And there's something you said that's, I keep hearing, rubbed her up the wrong way. Rubbed this connection up the wrong way. And I feel in a way, guys, this is like me as well, okay, this person, very creative. This can be very phallic sexual energy as well, but for me this is more, they've come out of an idea about their life or their lifestyle, and you're like, are you insane? Are you thinking of doing that? And they're not happy with it. And it's almost like they're not being practical in their ideas and what they want, and you're just trying to be a good friend and look after them and guide them and make sure they don't get hurt, and you're kind of trying to get them to second think it. You know, like, do you really want to do this? You know, are you sure you really want to do this as a career? Do you want to give up everything you've got? Do you want to move in the middle of nowhere in a field? You know what I mean? It's just something completely out of the blue for them. And you're trying to, I hear, you are trying to keep this person in check, and they're getting defensive about it. That's not your fucking problem. Sorry, I'm swearing that, yeah. That is not your problem. That's not your issue. That's not your issue. Speak your mind, speak the truth, okay? Because it's going to bite them on their ass, I heard. It's going to come back and really bite them. And then they're going to have to kind of come crawling back. But just don't say, I told you so. I really feel that. Do not say, I told you so. Let them go off. Let them get in a strop or whatever. It's juvenile, it's immature. You know, this is their issue. It's not your issue. You're trying to be a good friend. You're trying to be a stabling force in their life. And they've got their back up. And they're only going to learn from their own mistakes here. And I do feel this is some kind of random creative idea, completely out of the blue for them. And you're just not sure it's a good idea. You're just not sure. You're not sure, because I picked one more, guys, which is the Hierophant, which means you're thinking they need more stability and grounding here, and this idea is going against who they kind of are and what they need, and you're not sure on it. You're just not sure on it. You're just really, really not sure on it. So I'm going to go for the last group right now. But this is not your issue. Don't feel bad for trying to guide somebody and help them. Give them the information you feel in your heart that's your truth, so to speak. Let them get on with it. They'll come back. They're gonna come wallowing back, I hear, wallowing back. So Oh, female friendships are bloody hard at times, aren't they? They really are. Right, tell me about it. I've been through the mill with that recently. Group 5, okay? Last group. Now, this has gone over 15 minutes now, which is really annoying, which means I can't post it on Instagram, IG for my followers there. It's probably going to have to be a YouTube video again. Right. Okay, it's not too bad, guys. Here, this is definitely a love connection. This is almost like your other half, like a soulmate card, a close connection. We have a water sign male here. Now, when I don't always say water sign males, people might be a Leo, but they have a water sign rising. They might not even know what their water sign rising is. I always go by personality for cards. I just always have, I'm an intuitive reader, it's what I'm guided by. Very sensitive guy. A bit like the other woman we were just talking about, right? Okay. Very, very sensitive guy. Very sensitive guy, very emotional. Very in tune and in touch with his feelings, but like me as a water sign, they won't tell you. They're the kind to harbour a grudge, I hear. And there is a lot of drama going around him right now. And this is not necessarily you, but I feel in this connection here, if you're with this guy and this resonates with you, you've got to step back with the drama. It's almost like with this person, you come in and rescue them a lot. This could even be a son, for God's sake. It could even be like a family member, a male that's really close to you, soulmate connection, very close, loving connection here. It's almost like you've got to step back from the drama and let them get on with it, because you can't keep rescuing this person. I keep hearing they're never going to learn if you keep charging in to rescue them. They're just not going to learn at all. It's like I even get visions of parachutes and them just jumping out of a plane without a parachute, and you coming in to give them a parachute at the last minute and they're just doing their own thing. It's like you can't rescue them anymore. You can't keep rescuing this person. I also feel this person, which is usually true with water signs, because I know I used to be like this a lot. They can get very insecurities, because they're such deep thinkers, they tend to overthink things. There can be jealousy here as well. Jealousy and insecurity around your connection at time. And they might be clinging to you a bit too tightly at times, and you feel like you need a bit of freedom. Like I hear with this group also that sometimes you feel a bit smothered and you can't breathe. And I just feel it's almost like they really struggle with you as a person, as in, you know, if you're outgoing and social and kind and friendly and talk to everybody, they kind of struggle with that. They struggle with this internal. I'm getting now, guys, this one here is more an internal fight with this person, with their jealousy, their insecurity. They've got to work through it. It's none of your business. It's not your fault. It's not your fault to be who you want to be and be who you are, a loving, caring person. And I do feel this person's been rubbed up the wrong way, because we have the 9 of Swords, which means they're having a lot of anxiety and sleepless nights. And I feel like they could lose you, okay? You're going to get bored of them and they could lose you. But at the same time, they don't realise this behaviour is pushing you away. It could just push you away. And it's almost like, again, guys, that Ace of Swords here means they've started to act differently or behave differently to what they were when you met them. And it's almost like something's just clicked, like switched in their brain, and they're just acting not like they normally would here. I just feel smothered. I feel smothered. I feel this person wants too much of your time and energy, and they need to get that you're your own person. You don't change for anybody. You don't change for anybody, okay? I feel that. Don't change for anybody. And then, guys, I picked one last one, and we have the Tower, which means this connection could fall apart very, very suddenly, unless they get the shit together. Really. I mean, you're not going to keep putting up with this energy, this resentment, jealousy, that you're doing your own thing. Be really careful if this resonates, you guys. If you see any red flags to them about, oh, you're going out again, who are you with, that kind of thing, nip that in the bud really quickly. Nip that in the bud really quickly. That could cause massive issues later on with this person, okay? They do have a good heart, but they're extremely insecure. They're extremely insecure. And this is the kind of group here where, because they're so insecure, they may act out and try and make you jealous by saying, oh, I met a girl today, or the girl in the office I really got on well with, and she's called Kelly, she just started, she's really good fun. Dickheads, immature dickheads, honestly. If they're doing anything like that, fuck them, really. You don't need anyone juvenile around you like that. You want a balanced, healthy relationship. And tell me about it. It took me bloody 40 years to get one. It took me a long time, guys. A long, long, long time. I've gone out of every kind of guy you can imagine. Like I'm one of those saviour people, so I come in to save people, and I realise now it's probably because I wanted to feel needed. Yeah, tricky, isn't it? Why couldn't I work that out when I was 18? Worked out 2 years ago. Anyway, that's your messages for today. Loads of love to you. If you write in the comments, guys, what would you like me to cover next? Okay, it could be how do they feel about you, message from your spirit guide, anything like that. Write in the comments and I will get around to them, because I really love doing pick a card readings. I just love doing them. I really do.